Hey, Taurus, I need to talk to you about something that is happening right now in your energy and honestly. When I pulled these cards for you, I had to sit back for a moment because December is bringing something absolutely massive, and I do not think you see it coming yet. This is not just another month, this is the month where everything shifts, and I'm going to walk you through exactly what the universe is showing me right now. So I just pulled the first card, and Taurus, this is the Eight of Cups. And I need you to understand what this means for your December. This card is showing me that you have been walking away from something, and maybe you thought this was just a simple decision, or maybe you felt like you had no choice, but universe is telling me that this walking away was actually the most powerful thing you could have done. I am seeing someone who has been in a situation for so long. Maybe it is a job that drained you, or a relationship that stopped growing, or even just a version of yourself that you outgrew, and you finally said enough. The Eight of Cups is not about giving up, Taurus. It is about having the courage to say that what you have is not enough anymore and you deserve more. What makes this so powerful for December is that this walking away is creating space, and you cannot see it yet, but that space is exactly what the universe needs to bring in your breakthrough. I am seeing someone who might feel a little lost right now, like you left something behind, but you are not sure what you are walking toward. And that uncertainty is okay, because the cards are showing me that you are being guided even when you cannot see the path clearly. This is about trusting that your dissatisfaction was actually divine guidance, pushing you towards something better. The energy here is telling me that some of you literally left a situation in November or even late October, and you have been in this in-between space, wondering if you made the right choice. And Taurus, the answer is yes. You absolutely did. The Eight of Cups is showing me that you had to create this void. You had to step away from what was comfortable but unfulfilling, because what is coming in December cannot fit into your life if you are still holding on to what was never meant for you. I'm also seeing for some of you that this walking away is not physical, it is emotional. Maybe you are still in the same job or the same relationship, but internally you have detached, you have pulled your energy back. And the universe is acknowledging that this emotional withdrawal is just as powerful as a physical one. You are conserving your energy now, and that is going to matter so much when the opportunity comes, because you will actually have the energy to grab it. Now the second card I pulled is the Emperor in Taurus. When I saw this card come out right after the Eight of Cups, I actually got chills, because this is showing me that December is going to hand you a level of control and authority that you have not had before. The Emperor is about structure, leadership, taking charge of your domain. And after walking away from what did not serve you, the universe is now saying, okay, you created the space, now here is the power to build what you actually want. This card is telling me that someone is going to see you differently in December. If this is about career, I am seeing a promotion, a leadership role, someone recognizing that you have what it takes to be in charge. And this is not just a small step up, Taurus. This is a significant shift in how you are perceived and how much authority you hold. For some of you, this might be starting your own business or launching a project where you are the boss, where you set the rules, where you decide how things go. And the Emperor is giving you full permission to step into that role without apology. But here's what is really interesting about the Emperor showing up in your December reading. This card is also about boundaries, and I am seeing that part of your breakthrough is going to come from you finally enforcing boundaries that you should have set a long time ago. The universe is showing me someone who has been too flexible, too accommodating, always bending to fit what other people need, and December is the month where you plant your feet and say no more. You are going to start saying no to things that drain you, no to people who do not respect your time, no to opportunities that sound good but do not align with where you are going. And that ability to say no is going to be one of the most life-changing things you do this month. I'm also picking up for some of you that the Emperor is showing up as a literal person. Maybe a father figure or a mentor or someone in a position of authority who is going to open a door for you in December. This person sees your potential. They see your strength. They see that you have been underutilized or undervalued wherever you are right now. And they are going to either offer you something directly or connect you to an opportunity that changes everything. Pay attention to who reaches out to you this month, Taurus, because the Emperor does not show up randomly. This is someone who has real power and real resources, and they are ready to share that with you. The third card, and Taurus, this one is huge. I pulled the Hanged Man, and I know this card can feel frustrating because it is about suspension and waiting, but in the context of your December breakthrough, this card is actually incredibly powerful. The Hanged Man is telling me that you have been in a period of pause. Maybe it felt like nothing was moving, nothing was happening. You were stuck in this holding pattern and you could not figure out why. And the universe is showing me that this pause was intentional. You were not stuck, Taurus, you were being held in place until the timing was perfect. What makes the Hanged Man so important for December is that this card represents a shift in perspective, and I am seeing that your breakthrough is not going to come from external circumstances changing. It is going to come from you suddenly seeing everything differently. Something is going to click for you this month. A realization is going to hit. And suddenly what looked like a problem is going to reveal itself as an opportunity. What looked like a setback is going to show itself as redirection. And that shift in how you see your situation is going to change everything. I am picking up that some of you have been feeling frustrated because you can see where you want to go, but you cannot figure out how to get there. And the Hanged Man is saying that you have been trying to force a path that was never the right one. December is going to show you a completely different route, one that you did not even consider before. And when you see it, you are going to wonder why you did not think of it sooner. This is about releasing your attachment to how you thought things should happen and being open to how they actually need to happen. The Hanged Man is also telling me that for some of you, this breakthrough is going to require a sacrifice, but not in a negative way. I am seeing someone who is going to have to let go of something they have been holding on to. Maybe it is a belief about yourself. Maybe it is a relationship that has run its course. Maybe it is a version of your life that you have been trying to preserve even though it does not fit anymore. And when you release that thing, the breakthrough can finally arrive. The universe is asking you to surrender, Taurus, to trust that what you are letting go of is making room for something infinitely better. Card number 4 is Wheel of Fortune, and Taurus, when I tell you that December is bringing a turn in your favor, I mean it literally. The Wheel of Fortune is one of the most powerful cards in the deck for sudden change and good luck and destiny coming through. And this card showing up in your December reading is telling me that you are about to experience a turn of events that feels almost miraculous. Something that has been going against you is about to shift in your direction. Something that felt impossible is suddenly going to become possible. And you are going to feel like the universe finally remembered that you exist. What I love about the Wheel of Fortune is that it represents a natural cycle completing and a new one beginning. And I am seeing that you have been in a downswing for a while now. Things have been harder than they should be. Opportunities have been scarce. You have been putting in effort without seeing results. And December is the month where the wheel turns and suddenly everything starts flowing in your favor. This is not about you doing anything different, Taurus. This is about the timing finally being right. About the universe finally aligning circumstances in a way that benefits you. About luck stepping in where effort alone could not get you there. I am picking up that for some of you, the Wheel of Fortune is bringing an unexpected opportunity. Something you did not apply for or ask for or even know was possible. And it is going to land in your lap in December almost like magic. This could be a job offer out of nowhere, a financial opportunity that surprises you, a connection that opens doors you did not know existed. And when this happens, you are going to realize that the universe was working behind the scenes this entire time, setting things up for you even when you could not see it. The Wheel of Fortune is also telling me that December is going to bring a sense of destiny for you, Taurus. You are going to feel like things are finally falling into place, like you are finally on the right path. Like the struggle and the confusion and the waiting were all leading to this moment. And that feeling of alignment is going to give you so much confidence moving forward. You are going to stop questioning yourself so much because you are going to have proof that you are exactly where you need to be. Now, the fifth card I pulled is the Two of Swords, and this one is interesting because it is showing me that part of your breakthrough in December is going to require you to make a decision that you have been avoiding. The Two of Swords is about being at a crossroads, having two options in front of you, and feeling paralyzed because you are not sure which way to go. And the universe is telling me that you cannot move forward until you choose. The breakthrough is waiting on the other side of this decision, Taurus, and December is the month where you are finally going to have the clarity to make the call. What I am seeing with the Two of Swords is that you have been stuck between two paths, and both of them have merit, both of them have potential. And that is why it has been so hard to choose. But the cards are showing me that staying in indecision is actually costing you more than making the wrong choice would. And December is going to give you the information or the insight or the push you need to finally pick a direction and commit to it. Once you make that choice, the energy is going to start moving again, and everything that was stalled is going to start flowing. I am also picking up that for some of you, the Two of Swords is about choosing between your head and your heart. Maybe logically one path makes sense, but emotionally you are drawn to something else. Or maybe your heart wants one thing, but your practical side is telling you to be realistic. And December is going to force you to reconcile these two parts of yourself. The universe is showing me that your breakthrough comes when you stop trying to choose between logic and emotion and instead find the path that honors both. You do not have to abandon your dreams to be practical, Taurus, and you do not have to be reckless to follow your heart. There is a third option that you have not seen yet, and December is going to reveal it. The Two of Swords is also telling me that some of you have been avoiding a difficult conversation or a hard truth, and that avoidance is keeping you stuck. December is going to bring a moment where you cannot avoid it anymore, where you have to face what you have been running from. And when you do that, the relief is going to be immediate. Whatever you have been afraid of is not as bad as the weight of carrying it around has been. And once you address it, you are going to feel so much lighter and clearer about your path. Forward dot card number 6 is the Nine of Cups in Taurus. This is literally called the wish fulfillment card, so when I pulled this for your December, I smiled because this is confirmation that what you have been wanting is actually coming. The Nine of Cups is about emotional satisfaction, getting what you asked for, your dreams manifesting. And this card showing up is telling me that December is going to bring you something that makes you genuinely happy. Something that feels like finally the universe heard you. What I love about the Nine of Cups in your reading is that it is showing up after all these cards about change and decision and walking away, which tells me that the happiness coming is not random. It is the direct result of the choices you have been making and the boundaries you have been setting and the courage you have been showing. You are being rewarded, Taurus. The universe is acknowledging everything you have been through and everything you have released. And December is when you get to see the payoff. I'm seeing for some of you that the Nine of Cups is bringing emotional fulfillment in relationships. Maybe you have been single and feeling discouraged about love. Or maybe you have been in a relationship that felt stuck. And December is going to bring a shift that makes you feel genuinely happy about your romantic life. For those who are single, I am seeing someone coming in who actually meets your standards, who treats you the way you deserve, who makes you feel chosen. And for those in relationships, I am seeing a breakthrough in communication or a return of the spark that made you fall in love in the first place. But the Nine of Cups is not just about romantic love. This card is about overall life satisfaction, and I am picking up that some of you are going to reach a point in December where you look around at your life and feel genuinely content for the first time in a long time. Maybe it is a combination of things coming together. Maybe work is finally stable and your relationships are healthy and your finances are improving. And you are going to have this moment where you realize that you are actually happy, that the struggle was worth it, that you made it through to the other side. The seventh card is Ace of Swords in Taurus. This is one of the most powerful cards for mental clarity and breakthrough thinking. And this card showing up in your December reading is telling me that you are about to have a major moment of understanding. The Ace of Swords is about truth cutting through confusion, about seeing things clearly for the first time, about having an idea or realization that changes everything. And December is going to bring you that lightning bolt moment where suddenly everything makes sense. What I am seeing with the Ace of Swords is that you have been dealing with a lot of mental fog lately. Maybe you have been confused about what to do or unsure about what people's intentions are or questioning your own judgment. And December is going to bring crystal clear clarity that cuts through all of that. You are going to see a situation for what it really is. You are going to understand someone's true motives. You are going to recognize a pattern that has been holding you back. And that clarity is going to empower you to take decisive action. I am also picking up that the Ace of Swords is bringing new information in December. Someone is going to tell you something, or you are going to discover something, or a truth is going to come out. And this information is going to change your perspective on a situation completely. For some of you, this might be finding out that someone was not who they claimed to be, or learning that an opportunity you thought was closed is actually still available, or discovering a solution to a problem that has been plaguing you for months. Whatever this information is, it is going to give you the power to move forward with confidence. The Ace of Swords is also about communication, and I am seeing that some of you are going to have a conversation in December that is a game changer. Maybe you are finally going to speak your truth to someone, or maybe someone is going to reach out to you with an offer or an apology or an explanation that shifts everything. And this conversation is going to clear the air in a way that allows real progress to happen. Do not hold back what you need to say this month, Taurus. The Ace of Swords is giving you the words and the courage to express yourself clearly. Card number 8 is the High Priestess, and this card is so mystical and intuitive. And what it is telling me about your December is that you are going to have to trust your inner knowing even when external circumstances do not make sense yet. The High Priestess is about intuition, hidden knowledge, trusting what you feel even if you cannot explain it. And this card showing up is telling me that your breakthrough is going to require you to listen to that quiet voice inside that knows the truth before your logical mind catches up. What makes the High Priestess powerful in your December reading is that this card is saying there is more going on beneath the surface than you can see right now. Things are moving in the invisible realm. Seeds are being planted, connections are being made, opportunities are being prepared, and even though you cannot see the evidence yet, you need to trust that it is happening. December is asking you to have faith, Taurus, to believe that the universe is working in your favor even when you do not have proof, to trust the process even when it feels. SLOWIM picking up that the High Priestess is also warning you to pay attention to your dreams and your intuition this month because you are going to receive guidance in non-obvious ways. Maybe you are going to have a dream that gives you clarity about a situation. Or maybe you are going to get a gut feeling about someone that you need to listen to. Or maybe you are going to notice signs and synchronicities that point you in the right direction. The universe is communicating with you, Taurus, but it is speaking in whispers, not shouts. So you need to create quiet space to actually hear what is being said. The High Priestess is also telling me that some of you are keeping a secret or have information that you have not shared yet. And December is going to bring a moment where you need to decide whether to reveal what you know or keep it protected. This card is about discretion and knowing when to speak and when to stay silent, and the guidance here is to trust your timing. Not everything needs to be said right now. Not every card needs to be shown. Sometimes your power comes from knowing something that others do not and using that knowledge strategically. The 9th card, and we are almost there, Taurus. I pulled the Ace of Pentacles, and this is one of the best cards you could possibly get for tangible, real-world opportunities and new beginnings in the material realm. The Ace of Pentacles is telling me that December is bringing you a solid opportunity that has real potential, something you can actually build on, something that is going to improve your financial situation or your career prospects or your material stability. And this is not a maybe, Taurus. This is a definite offer that is coming your way. What I love about the Ace of Pentacles showing up is that it represents the very beginning of a new venture or path, which means you are getting in on the ground floor of something that has huge potential for growth. This could be a new job that starts as entry level but has clear advancement opportunities, or a side project that starts small but could turn into your main source of income, or an investment opportunity that requires some initial work but is going to pay off significantly down the line. The key with the Ace of Pentacles is that it is asking you to plant the seed now and trust that it will grow into something substantial. I'm seeing for some of you that the Ace of Pentacles is literal money coming in. This could be a bonus at work, a gift from someone, an unexpected check or payment that arrives, a tax return or a refund that you were not expecting, or even finding money or receiving money in a way that feels like divine timing. December is bringing an injection of financial energy that is going to ease some of the pressure you have been feeling and give you breathing room to make better decisions. The Ace of Pentacles is also about feeling more grounded and secure, and I am picking up that December is going to bring you a sense of stability that has been missing. Maybe you have been feeling anxious about money or unsure about your living situation or worried about your future. And this card is saying that something is going to shift that makes you feel more solid, more planted, more confident that you can handle whatever comes. This sense of security is going to change how you show up in the world, Taurus, because when you feel stable, you make bolder choices. And now the final card, number 10. I pulled the 10 of Swords, and I know this card looks scary, but in the context of your December breakthrough, this is actually incredibly positive because the 10 of Swords represents an ending that needed to happen. This card is showing me that something in your life has run its course completely. There is no going back. There is no resurrection. It is done, and while that might have felt painful when it was happening, the universe is telling me that this ending is what is, making space for all the good things that the other cards have been showing me. The 10 of Swords is about hitting rock bottom in a situation. And I'm seeing that some of you hit that point recently. Maybe it was a betrayal that finally showed you someone's true colors, or a situation that became so unbearable that you had no choice but to walk away, or a version of yourself that you could not maintain anymore. And when you hit that low point, you thought it was the worst thing that could happen. But the 10 of Swords is telling me that this rock bottom moment was actually a gift because it gave you absolute clarity about what you will never tolerate. Again, what makes the 10 of Swords powerful for your December is that this card represents the dark night before the dawn. You have been through the worst of it, Taurus. You have survived what you thought would destroy you, and now December is bringing the sunrise. The breakthrough is happening because you have nothing left to lose. Because you have already been to the bottom and you know you can survive it. And that fearlessness is going to allow you to take risks and make moves that you would have been too scared to make before. I'm also seeing that the 10 of Swords is about mental liberation. You have been carrying thoughts and beliefs and fears that were weighing you down. And December is the month where those mental burdens finally lift. You are going to stop overthinking situations that are already over. You are going to stop worrying about what people think of your choices. You are going to stop replaying past mistakes and instead focus on the future you are building. And that mental freedom is going to be one of the most significant parts of your breakthrough. So Taurus, let me bring all of this together for you. December is bringing you a life-changing breakthrough, and it is happening because you have done the hard work of walking away from what did not serve you, of creating boundaries, of facing difficult truths, of trusting your intuition even when logic told you otherwise. The universe is responding to your courage and your commitment to your own growth. And this month, you are going to see tangible evidence that you are on the right path. Your breakthrough is coming through a combination of things. It is the clarity that allows you to finally make the decision you have been avoiding. It is the opportunity that shows up unexpectedly and changes your trajectory. It is the emotional fulfillment that comes from getting what you have been wishing for. It is the financial stability that gives you confidence in your future. It is the ending that needed to happen so that something better could begin. All of these elements are converging in December, Taurus, and you are about to experience a shift that you will look back on as a defining moment in your life. The cards are telling to remind you that this breakthrough is not going to look the way you expected. You have had a vision in your mind of how things should unfold, and the universe is saying we have something better planned. Stay open to paths you did not consider. Stay receptive to opportunities that do not fit your preconceived notions. Stay willing to pivot when the signs point you in a different direction. Your breakthrough is coming, but you have to be flexible enough to receive it in whatever form it arrives. December is your month, Taurus. The waiting is over, the struggle is ending, the breakthrough is here. Trust what you feel, act on what you know, and watch as everything you have been working toward finally clicks into place. The universe has not forgotten about you. It has been preparing you for this moment, and now you are ready to receive everything that is coming your way.